So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 23 of the Peterborough United career mode here on FIFA 23. I hope you're doing well. And well, the last episode, it kind of started well and then it got progressively worse and worse. If we have a look at the results then of the last episode, we finished the month of September. We started with a 2-1 win against Swansea. We definitely didn't deserve to win that match, but a last gasp winner from Joseph Garner got us all 3 points in Wales. We then had a really good, well, it was a really good game, certainly for the neutral. 3-3 draw with Birmingham. We were 1-0 down and then 3-1 up and managed to throw it away. Centre-back Harley Dean causing all sorts of problems with his feet, let alone his head. And then in the last game, Hull absolutely battered us and deservedly picked up a 2-1 win. It could have been a hell of a lot more if it wasn't for Dan Bentley in goal. What's the deal? So I haven't moved up to Ultimate. I've tried the what's it called? The mode that essentially that recreates the online mode. I can't remember for life of me what it's called, but that's what we're trying as opposed to going up to Ultimate for now. As you may well have guessed, it's proven quite tricky for me. We've tried this a couple of times, it hasn't quite worked. So maybe I'll go up to Ultimate rather than turning on the online difficulty. I can't remember for the life of me what that mode is called, but we'll see how today's episode goes for starters. But as you can see, we have a 4-game episode today. We are going to take on the whole month of October, and we start with a trip to top of the table, Leeds United. Of course, Drew Yearwood on loan from us to Leeds. Be interesting to see if he plays. And then 3 home games to follow to end the month. Middlesbrough, Watford and MK Dons. I imagine we'll probably sim the MK Dons game, as I think they're the lowest in the league. In fact, let's have a look at the league table as I mentioned it. If we have a look at the standings section, so yeah, Watford up there with us. Leeds top of the tree, Brentford and Stoke leveling points with them. We sit 3 points adrift, but it's all very tight at the start of the season. We've scored a fantastic amount of goals, conceded a not so fantastic amount of goals. So yeah, Watford up there with us in the playoffs, and then, well, okay, Middlesbrough and MK Dons struggling, but we will sim the MK Dons game as they are bottom of the pile. Redden have finally picked up some points. But yeah, if you are looking forward to this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel as well. I don't know if I've already said that, beg your pardon, but there was an international break between this episode and the last, and we've made another new signing, and this guy goes straight into the team. As you can see, if I can get there, Ivan Nezovic from Serbia, another 19-year-old, 72 rated. He's going to sit in the midfield with Robbie Brady for now. We have dropped Fuchs to the bench. We're just going to see how this guy gets on for the time being, but yeah, I mean, another free agent pickup, so really impressed with what the scouts are being able to find in their travels. But if we have a look at him, if I can find him, there you go. It's a 19-year-old Serbian. If we have a look at some of his stats, so physically pretty good. He's not the quickest, but then you don't really need him to be as a sort of deeper midfielder. Really good strength, good aggression, not so good going forward, but we are working on him being a playmaker. So some of those, as you can see, composure and vision will hopefully go up. Technicals, again, a little bit to be desired. He's got good enough passing, which is fine, can keep the ball ticking. But yeah, certainly if he can be an influence sort of going forward from a deeper role, then that will certainly be ideal. But again, just another good free agent signing that if it doesn't work, we can shift. And yeah, so it looks like I've got a few things to sort out in development plans. So I will do that, and then I will see you in the game for against Leeds, sorry. So welcome to Elland Road, and this is how Leeds line up for this game. 4-2-3-1, operating the same system as us, but plenty of Premier League experience in their side. John Robles is in goal. Christensen on the right. Koch, Llorente and Stuart Dallas at the back. Tyler Adams and Mark Rockler in the middle. Araujo out on the right. Sinistera out on the left. And Aronson in behind Enes Unal. And then obviously plenty of options on the bench. Nonto, Helder Costa, Joe Gelhardt is there. Centelles as well. And so, yeah, this is going to be a difficult game, especially with competitor mode turned on. I found that's what it's called. We're lining up as we have been for the previous games, other than, of course, Nezovic in the middle with us, for us there. Get his first touch of the ball. Little bit of confidence booster. But, yeah, this is going to be difficult, I feel. Although I kind of wish that Bakari had made this run sooner, because the gap was there to be exploited. I remember from... oh my goodness, Bender. Oh, that's never a foul. Come on, referee. I've noticed this since I've turned competitor mode on, that the referees have been giving some very soft fouls, but who knows what that is for. But yeah, I've remembered in series gone by, of course, with Barnsley, that we've had some absolute belting games with Leeds. The Yorkshire derby element of that, of course, adds something extra to it. As Bender is here on the right, we'll try and get a ball in if we can. It's fallen to Akamatch. Oh, first time I've used his last name, actually, I think, in this series. But that was actually a really good ball to Bender. I was trying to just find Bakari at the near post, but he's actually cut it back. Whether he's seen Elias there or not, but it's a very good ball. But unfortunately, the young Spaniard cannot quite get his shot on target. But it's us that look the most dangerous so far in this game. And Bender's robbed his man of the ball. And you can see, actually, if he can get past... I was going to say his fellow countryman, but that's Cock compared to... compared to Diego Llorente. Now this is where we have to be alive. Trying not to overcommit with players like I have been in previous episodes. That's very well stepped in from Josh Knight. And Akamak finds Bender. Oh, not Bender, Garner. But that ball through isn't the greatest. Oh, and that's lovely. Composure from Rasmus Christensen to get himself out of trouble. It's a quiet start here, to be fair. Not too much going on, but I don't mind that. Settling ourselves into the game. Sinister is in behind Tommy Smith here. Good drop of the shoulder. Finds himself cutting inside. Nezovic. Oh, it's towards the byline. Can we get there? And it's a really well worked goal. And Leeds, against the run of play, you'd have to say, have found the back of the net. And it's Brendan Aronson. Oh no, it's Unal, sorry. I thought it was Aronson who'd given them the lead. His long flowing locks. And it's Unal. But, yeah, a little bit disappointing with no one picking up the spare man. He's made his burst through, and it's actually the new boy, Nezovic, that has let him go. Hasn't stayed with him. And, well, you cannot give a side of Leeds United's quality that much time and space in the penalty area. Otherwise, things like that will is what's happening. And we haven't been able to get close to them, really. Unal is in the area. Can we just shrug him off? We can't. And it's Aronson who has the shot, thankfully. It's at such an angle that Bentley would have done very well to get a beat in there. Oh, he's anticipated that superbly. Oh, I thought I'd intercepted that, or done enough to, certainly. I thought Nezovic had done enough to get back at that. And Unal has made a second. They found their rhythm in this game, Leeds United, and they are unstoppable so far going forward. Unal with his second. Little drop of the shoulder. It's a lovely finish. Bentley will be disappointed to be beaten at its near post, but 2-0 down to Leeds United. And yeah, they've just, as they can with their quality in this division, I suppose, flicked a switch. And it's all gone a bit Pete Tong for us. It's going to be a long way back in this one now. Garner and Elias working it quite nicely. Try and get this one back if we can. Bakari was there, ready. It's just taken off him before he can make contact. The opening sort of 20 minutes, we were certainly certainly looking good in this game, looking competitive. But they've just blown us out of the water, unfortunately. Unal is in. No, it's Aronson here. And there's a man who smashed it into the roof of the net. I'm not too sure. Is that Rocker, I think, that's joined the attack? It's 3-0 to Leeds United. That is game over. without a shadow of a doubt. But again, another man, and then Nezovic. That positioning and awareness, that was not good from the young Serbian. And maybe bringing him into the side for such a game as this was a big mistake. But he's got a lot to learn, the young man. Bukhari, we'll cut this back. It's Garner. Oh, it's a good save. And we can't even get on the rebound. Oh, we finally do, and the shot is absolutely tame. It took forever to get the initial shot away. Joseph Garner. That could have been a goal quite easily. But just the touches on this, I cannot handle. Oh, like, that would never happen. Oh, come on, man. It's just getting beyond a joke now for me. Like, I feel like I'm pretty good. Like, it's still legendary difficulty. Sorry, I've just got the replay. I'm just annoyed now. But, you know, like, I feel like I'm pretty good on legendary now, which is why we keep flirting with changing the difficulty. But this is still legendary difficulty. I haven't changed the actual difficulty. It's turning competitor mode on. And there's such a vast difference between having it on and off that I don't understand. Like, I'd understand if this was ultimate and the competitor mode, turning on the competitor mode was like half as difficult as this. But this feels like I've pushed the difficulty up like 2 times. It's just beyond ridiculous, but yeah. I wasn't too frustrated to start with. I just thought, you know, it is a harder difficulty, but Leeds are really good. Bender's in it. Go across keeper. Oh, that's a good save. Brady. There's a looping header. Oh. But yeah, I was like, okay, well, Leeds are very good, top of the league. It is a harder difficulty, you know, but there's just certain things that are happening in the game now that just really sort of winding me up, but it is what it is. Yeah, see, it's like, what are you supposed to do about that? What are you supposed to do? There goes the full-time whistle after the 5th goal. I just gave up commentary. Nothing actually happened, I don't think. We might have had a shot that I'll include, but no commentary. See, look at the stats. Shows those stats that we were competitive, but absolutely blown out of the water. I think it's fair to say we'll probably turn competitor mode off and maybe try ultimate now as opposed to competitor mode. Couple of days and then Middlesbrough, and I will certainly be ringing the changes. So for our second game of the episode then, this is how we line up at home to Middlesbrough, or rather this is how they line up. Joe Lumley back in goal for them. A back four of Dyke, Still, McNair, Lenahan and Bowler. A midfield four of Civi, Piero, Boyd Muntz and Kavanagh, with Marcus Fours in behind Chuba Akpom. A pretty low rated midfield other than Piero, so hopefully that's where we can win the battle. In terms of our lineup, this is what we have gone for. A few changes. Riznik has come in to goal. Anderson has come in for Josh Knight. Saville has come in for a rare appearance. He's going to play instead of Nezovic. And then Johnson has come in for Joe Garner, who could probably do the rest in all honesty, but it wasn't great in the last game. So those are the changes that we have run. Competitor mode is off. So the likeliness is that we will go from losing 5-0 to, at least I hope, winning this game. And maybe, given our previous track record, winning it comfortably. But such is the vast difference. It's hard to say, really. It's hard to balance it, I suppose. We'll find Saville. Oh, I could have had a strike, but we'll get this out wide to Burrows. Oh, I didn't know what to do with it. I have to get it back down to Saville. Johnson, one more. Brady, have a strike from distance and it's blocked. Force them backwards for now. Oh, it's a good piece of play, and that is a finish. And well, whether competitor mode is on or off, We're finding it difficult to keep the ball out of our net at the moment. A lovely finish from Marcus Fors, who looks about 12 in this game, Engine, which is quite funny. But it's a really incisive play from Middlesbrough. And that, you know, that wasn't like competitor mode, ball rolls, you know, sorry, bleep it, but ball rolls everywhere so you can't get it. That was just, yeah, okay, there might have been a slight ball roll to get the ball to his preferred foot, but it's not like constant where you can't. They're in again here. Tuber Akpom, Riznik has made a very good save. I did turn competitor mode off, but this is proving to be quite the... maybe I'm just playing that's terrible. He's in behind this too. Oh, that's poor defensively. The gaps are there for all to see. And I've collapsed in this game. I don't know what's going on. It's a good strike into the corner. And Kavanagh, the man who's given them the 2-goal lead. And that, oh, I am shell-shocked. Maybe I'm just in bad FIFA form. Maybe that's all it is. His first goal and his first appearance of the season. Of course it is. Bender needs some help when he's got some through Johnson. Brady. Not really much help going on here. So we'll have to go on our own. And he forces the save, Robbie Brady. But it was never really looking like it was going to endanger the opponent's goal. He could be on again here. Middlesbrough. Anderson has gone across. Edwards needs to stay with the man in the middle. And he hasn't done that. And because he hasn't done that, they found him. And it's 3-0. What is going on in this episode? I don't even feel like I'm playing that badly in this game. Johnson does find Elias. There's a ball in it to Bakari. Oh, he's taken so long. Usman Bakari, you freaking idiot. Oh, Brady. Bender. Elias. Bit of space. Oh, he's rattled the post. Oh, a little bit of ingenuity from Elias. And it should have been rewarded, but... And he's into the area. Tuba. Civi. Oh, and Edwards is just about taking that off his toe, but no one wants to get to him. Bakari. These options. Elias. Burrows. Play it. Johnson. It's a great goal. It's a really well worked. Pick up the ball, you. Either way, we've got a route back into this match. Really good play. I didn't think Burrows was going to get the pass off, and then when Johnson took the touch, thought he'd just run straight into the defender, but thankfully he's found himself some space. A good finish, and we have a route back in the game. Nice burst past Tommy Smith here, Kavanagh. And Anderson wasn't going to stay with him for pace. Oh, Brady's overcommitted. Thankfully, the shot, not too much venom on it. Garner on as a substitute. It's a good ball. They come forward again. It's Boyd Muntz. Brady for company. Oh, and he's just about took that away from the attacker as... oh, go on. Bakari. And Garner is there. Garner. He's got it. Come on, boys. Just under 10 minutes and we could potentially find an equaliser. The substitute, Joseph Garner, has given us a route back into this match. I thought Bakari had overhit that, but the keeper stayed on his line for some reason. If he'd have come out, you'd have thought he would have smothered it, but... Oh, right, come on. One more. Oliveira, good turn. Oh, he's just come away with it. Oh, and that's late. And that's chance gone. Oh. And there goes the final whistle. That strike from Oliveira was travelling, but it's only gone and hit Garner. Oh dear, another defeat. Not ideal. 3 defeats in a row now, actually. And well, again, a very even game, but it's just one of those. Frustrating. Our poor first half performance has let us down. But yeah, it's one of those really that, what can you say? Collapse in the first half. We were much better in the second, but we left it far too late. Okay, we've had a loan to buy offer for George Saville from Athletic Bilbao. Interestingly, I'm actually although he played the last game, he's not really in my plans with the signings that we made. So I'm actually going to delegate this as a short-term loan and see if they will accept that. But going out to Bilbao will certainly do some good for him if he can get some first team experience. Just looking through these more scout reports coming in, but yeah, we'll be off to play Watford in a second. That's going to be a massive game. Right, this is the final played game of the episode then, and we are at home against Watford, looking to pick up a positive result after 3 defeats in a row, I believe it is now. So they've got Okoye in goal, Ngakia, Trustakong, Serralta and Danilo Suarez at the back. I thought Danilo Suarez was a striker. Anyway, Cleverly and Kayembe sitting in the midfield, Deli Bashiru out on the right, Kalu out on the left, and Imran Lauza in behind, Pussetto up top, Kwame Poku. I forgot he went to them actually. Nagy is on the bench as well. Joe Ward will be joining them soon as well. So they've got some familiar names on the bench. We have made one change. Well, actually no, we've reverted back to our normal lineup. So Bentley's back in goal. Smith, Knight, Edwards, Burrows in the midfield. Brady and Nezovic in the middle. Bakari is out on the right. We've brought in Johnson after his performance in the last game. He is going to sit in the 10. Garner up top. So Bakari is going to go out wide. Danilo, the striker, come left back apparently, according to me. Oh, Knight was almost there, and it's a well intercepted. It was. And Bentley's made a bit of a hash with that, but he has grabbed it on the second occasion. Yeah, this man on the ball here, Nezovic, had an absolute stinker in his first game. Did come on in the last game, admittedly, as a substitute in the middle of midfield, just because we were struggling a little bit. But oh, 6s and 7s again, it. That's a lovely ball. Oh, and it's really unlucky that it hasn't found the back of the net. Bit of a frantic mess. Ooh, this first half, in all honesty. The commentary hasn't been great. I do apologise. It's been a bit of a theme the last couple of episodes. But there's a gap for Daniel Johnson to exploit. And he's in behind DJ. And he'll try and find the back of the net. And the back of the net he does find. It's a lovely goal from Daniel Johnson. But that is what we're all about. Trying to find the spaces. Just like we were beforehand. And well, it's a lovely finish from DJ. His return to the side. Seen him grab a couple of goals after being frozen out for quite a lot of the past few games, it must be said. He's overcommitted again as the young Serb. As loser. Oh, goes for the strike. It's hit there. Josh Knight in the face, and it's a save from Bentley. And we just about manage to get it out of harm's way. Living dangerously. Oh, that's suicidal. And Edwards, it's a great save from Bentley. Ronnie Edwards can thank his goalkeeper that he's bailed him out of trouble there. Kwame Poku is the man who's come on the pitch. Can he provide Watford with some sort of... That's a lovely ball. And he's done exactly that, Kwame Poku. That ball is absolutely pinpoint perfect. And he's found the onrushing Tom cleverly. And he's come back to haunt his former club, Kwame Poku. Hasn't grown as much as I thought he might in this career mode. So, but obviously, maybe not getting a good amount of football. But Cleverly's run being untouched. Look how we are. Right, just under 10 minutes to go, and we've made a triple substitution. To give us some legs, but also try and give us a bit of sparks to get into this game. We've had to move some players around. Colin is on for Smith. Oliveira is on for Johnson. But we've had to bring on Yando Fuchs for Burrows. And we've had to move Brady out to left back. Oh, the touch from Joseph Garner has got him away from the defender. Joseph Garner has won it for Peterborough. How many times have we said that so far in this career mode? the Watford players fall to the floor in disbelief. And well, I don't know if it's the impact of the substitutions, but the ball from Oliveira, the touch from Garner, and I thought, like we have so many times in this game already, overrun the ball, but just about managed to get it a shot away and round the keeper before he spreads himself. And he finds the bottom corner, and just what we need, a last minute, or 89th minute I think, goal. Surely that will see us on our way. One last throw of the dice, you'd think, from Watford. It's a long ball into the area and Edwards is up. Oh, and that Oliveira was one-on-one with his man, but never mind, we've picked up a win. The most important thing is get back to winning ways, and we've done exactly that. Oh, really, really pleased with that. A very even game once again, but we clinical, we took our chances, and thankfully, yeah, we picked up all 3 points. Right, I need to go and adjust this tactic a little bit, and then we will sim the last game of the episode against MK Dons. So Bilbao have actually accepted our negotiation of a short-term loan for George Saville, so I will happily take that if he can go and get some experience at Athletic Bilbao. That's quite the move for him. Right, there is a pre-match press conference before this game with the MK Dons, so we'll try and boost some confidence. Can this team still go up? We need to... No, actually, that's a bad answer. We can still go up, of course. There's still a long way to go this season, but yeah, we certainly showed we're capable. Will you make changes now? Okay, apparently we've taken lessons from that game. I'm guessing we lost last time we played MK Dons, but yeah, we'll certainly be better this time around. How can your team find consistency? We're working hard at it. We've if you've ever heard of competitor mode, you might know why, but yeah, the ship is starting to finally turn. So let's go into this game then against McDonald's. I'm going to make one change, and that is the change you've probably anticipated by now. I'm going to bring Johnson in for Bender, and I've made an absolute hash of that. But yeah, that's the change we're going to make. We're going to bring Bender on the bench instead of Jamal Lowe, I think. And that is the side that I'm happy to go with for this game. So we will quick send this to the MK Dons team, or predicted team. Ravizoli in goal. Back five of Lawrence, Jules, O'Hora, Tucker and Harvey. McEachran and Grant in the middle. Burns on the right. Alildin up front. Kemp on the left. Here we go. Quick sim this then. Hopefully it's 3 points. And it's a draw. 2-2 draw. Garner and Bender with the goals. Isa and Kemp. 2 goals in 6 minutes from them. So we're actually, well, goal on the half time. And then 2-1 down in 6 second half minutes. But then Bender comes to the rescue. And literally looking at that, we should have won the game. But not ideal. It still is a point. We will take a point. That's not a problem. A couple of players wanting chats. Fuchs, you get the chance, don't worry. Taylor, you need more games. You are still in my team. You're up to 72 rated now, though, which is nice to see. But we are at the end of the month. So that is this episode then. Some interesting results. 1 win, 1 draw, 2 defeats. And that leaves us 7th in the championship table. So we have dropped a little bit further. And the gap to the top is now 9 points. Again, still the top scorers in the league, but now conceded 30 goals. And there's only one team in this division who have conceded more. So that is still our biggest issue. We are, still outscoring the opponents, but we certainly need to stop conceding as many. But we're right in the mix. Absolutely 3 points off of 5th. And yeah, we're certainly looking good, certainly for a newly promoted side this early in the season. We are looking very healthy. If we have a look at what is to come in the next episode, then another 4-game episode. We start with a trip to Sheffield United, but then travel to Sunderland at the stage to take on them at the Stadium and Light before games against Reading and Luton. We will probably sim the Reading game, seeing as they are struggling. So that is how the next episode looks, again, through the whole month of November. But I certainly hope you're looking forward to it. If you are, guys, pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.